You can. Yes.
Shall I start?
Yes, Manasda. We haven't started the meeting, but since you're going to go out, it's fine. You can, yeah.
Right. Right. As I'm moving out, my vehicle
Yes.
has come, so I'll walk and talk. I
Yes.
guess it's all right. Uh, I don't know where to begin, but really it's left a real void in many of us who have had the good fortune of knowing him closely, enjoying his good company, his real convivial qualities as a human being. And whatever he did in his life, or at least tried to do in his life, came out as a perfect example how human hearts should work. And I learned one thing, that it's not when there is a situation, you are not to use your head, you should use your heart. And this is what I saw in Kirtida always. Many of the anecdotes we know about his life and his service to humanity are full of stories of human good nature. I mean, that is what stands out. You know, at the end of the day, we all have to leave this place, but how you are remembered. Kirtida will be remembered as a man who stood by every word he thought would guide him in his life. It was like walking the talk. And in his professional life, in his family, in the Rotary family, he has been an outstanding example of how we can overcome our, the environmental difficulties and other societal difficulties. He overcame so many of these in his lifetime. I know he told me one day that he came to India at the partition of India as a 8-year-old boy. And from there, he lifted himself to become a great doctor, to set up his own hospital, to have this network of great friends, and joined Rotary to take his life to a next level. I think we Rotarians have so much to learn from him. And I personally feel that he always contributed. He always contributed, even at the age after losing his wife in the few months ago. He didn't stop being a Rotarian. Life didn't stop for him. He traveled, he went and participated in Rotary programs, and he did everything that was expected of him. He lived his life fully well. That's another thing that I think when I think of Kirtida. He lived his life well, lived his life fully. I know there are many things that can be said, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. My vehicle is waiting for me. I just thought that I should share a little bit, unburden myself, but it's only, shall I say, a trailer. Maybe some occasion, I will give a better narration of my estimation of Kirtida, because he has been such a wonderful human being and such a wonderful Rotary leader that we will miss him and always keep him in our hearts. As we mourn his passing away, I think the best thing that we can do is follow him, see what is the message he has given all his life that he's been with Rotary. I feel that's our biggest tribute to a man of such sterling human qualities. I wish his soul may rest in peace, and my condolences to the bereaved family. I'm sorry I'll not be able to join and listen to other speakers, but please convey my thoughts that I am with all of you in mourning this irreparable loss that we as Rotarians and also the people of this country have lost. My salute to Kirtida. Thank you.
Thank you, Manasda. Thank you so much for this beautiful, those words from the heart, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a little impromptu. I never applied my mind. Then when your heart tells you what to say, but I'm in a bit of a hurry because my vehicle is waiting for
Yes,
me.
yes.
We have to go out now. Okay, so at least I'm happy that I could join all of you, and just maybe a couple of minutes I'll take because the bus can wait for a while. Tell me, how many people have joined so far, Danny?
Till now we have 41, Minister. I will put
Okay.
this, I'll put the meeting whole recording in our, I'll put the whole recording in our YouTube channel. So you can
Okay.
go through it later on. Yes.
Oh, sure, sure. Let me have the YouTube link.
Yes, I'll send it to you, Minister. I'll WhatsApp the link to you.
Okay, please
Yes.
do that.
Okay.
Please do that.
Please enjoy your day, Minister. Please enjoy your day.
Okay. Happy journey.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Happy-
Bye-bye, everybody.
Happy
It's
journey.
2 degrees here in Buffalo.
Quite
Okay.
cold.
But we are fortunate that your presence today in this meeting.
Very
Yes.
cool. Who else is there? I can't see too many faces.
Protula is here. Chachalda is here. Kanchan Chaudhary is here.
Okay.
OP is here.
Okay.
OP.
Okay.
Swaraj,
Yeah.
Swaraj
OP
is here.
Gupta.
Yeah. OP Gupta. Then Chachal Ghosh is
Sarah-
here. Kanchan
Sarah
Chaudhary is
Bhansali.
here. JK Somani, Somani sir is
Okay.
here. Past District
Okay.
Governor Somani is here.
Jugalda,
And
Jugalda.
we have a few guests from Bangladesh also.
Okay. Which club is that?
Bangladesh, I don't know which clubs are here, but there are quite a few of them here from Bangladesh.
Few
Manoj
from
da কেমন
Ahmedabad
আছেন?
must be there.
মানস দা জয়ন্তী চৌধুরী
হ্যাঁ, বলো।
কেমন
হ্যাঁ,
আছেন?
কেমন আছো?
হ্যাঁ আমরা
খুব
ভালো আছি
Yeah,
আপনি ভালো
Subir-
আছেন তো
Yes, I can see Subirda
হ্যাঁ,
also.
বৌদি ভালো আছে।
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see
yeah.
Subirda.
I saw Sumitra for a while.
Yeah, Sumitra is
I
here.
couldn't meet Siddhartha. Siddhartha, we somehow were not destined to meet. We didn't meet.
Oh, you didn't meet him. I know he told me. I asked him the other day.
Yeah, yeah. I think he was very busy.
Okay, okay.
He's
Right. Did you enjoy
younger
yourself?
to you, no?
No. He's much senior to me.
Yeah, sure. Oh, really?
He's senior.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
ठीक
have
है.
a nice
Okay. Take care, everybody. I'll take your leave now. Okay.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
মানুষ দা সেলিম সিলের থেকে
I think Mohandas has joined.
डीजी अभी ज्वाइन करेगा
हाँ, नहीं उनका तो दिखा रहा है यहाँ पे.
हाँ अभी कर रहा है
On the process है.
कहने क्या?
एक्चुअली कीर्ति अंकल का फैमिली 8 बजे ज्वाइन करेगा तो
हाँ? Oh, ভালেই দেখোন তেতিয়াহ'লে মই আৰু কমাই ল'ম.
Rotarian Koshing and others will join. So the time is kept at 8 actually. People are there in their house. No? Yeah.
We might as well start at 8 o'clock in that case.
No, I think this is a long one. Any?
Danny,
No restriction, Zoom?
Yes,
No,
sir.
no,
Ki kole?
no restriction.
No restriction, Jum?
No restriction. No restriction.
Yeah.
Sir, good evening.
Only
Good
restriction
evening,
is
good
100
evening.
participants. That's all.
Good evening, Sunil.
Good evening.
So Manida, you're, I think, are you from doing it from mobile or laptop? Jugalda?
I'm on laptop.
Your picture is coming, at 90 degrees. You have to rotate it.
Rotate it.
Manoj da, good evening. ভাল নে?
ভাল ভাল
Yes.
একদম ভাল
होमवर्क कर रहे स्कूल का
মিষ্টি নো খাইতাম আমরা ও খাই না একটা একটা খাই মানে ওটা মাথে না দেখে তারা
Actually, the program will start at 8 p.m. actually, IST, and please, sir. ওটা 8:30 হয়ে যাবো বাংলাদেশ টাইমে।
হ্যাঁ থ্যাংক ইউ আই হ্যাভ জয়েন্ড বাট দেয়ার ওয়াজ এ ফোন কল সো আই হ্যাভ টু মানে disconnected and
good evening.
we
Good
have
evening, everybody.
prayer time now.
Yeah, DG has
You
joined.
know, this
Good
is the
evening. Good
Ramadan
evening.
month and we have the prayer time now.
PDG.
To
Athaurji,
show
how
my
are you?
respect, I have joined the meeting.
Okay.
I have
Hi,
so many
Athaurji, how are
sweet,
you?
I have so many sweet memories with Kirtida, but I cannot continue because I have to go to our prayer.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Who
Athaurji.
wish Kirtida the nice stay in the heaven.
Okay.
Okay, Dada. Thank you.
Thank you, Athaurji. Hi, Kanchan.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Hi.
Good evening. Good evening.
Yeah, just now.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Atwal sir, how are you? Hi, Rajan, how are you?
Fine, I'm fine, sir.
Yeah, good. I was busy. Just now I came for an interview.
Okay.
দাদা আপনার ফটো খন আহা নাই আপনার ভিডিওটো পুরা ব্ল্যাক আহি আছে
বাহুল এইবোৰ নেজানো বগে অন কৰি থৈছিলো ৰবা লৰাই কিবা কৰিলে
আহিছে
It is clear. It is clear.
এতিয়া ভালকে
It's okay. It's
The
still clear.
beautiful face has come.
Oh, beautiful, bhai. This is one of the most ugliest. Hi, Pradeep. Good evening, Pradeep.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. DG. How are you?
Fine, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. And I hope all the other Rotarians of your district and some people from our district have also joined. Everybody is doing fine.
Yes, sir. Pradeep, yes. Because of you, exactly. Good evening,
Mohan, how is the
Manasa.
first lady? Mohan, how is the first lady?
Yeah, first lady is all right.
Okay.
We just now came home 11, na? I came back on 11.
Convey my regards to her.
Thank you. Bhai. Anjana ko bolna, how are you?
Thank you, and you are
you.
most welcome again to our place.
Anytime. To me, aste parla na. That's why now you couldn't come.
No, I wanted to come, but COVID has spoiled everything.
COVID has ruined everything, na. Lekin Rajan has danced. Rajan
Yes,
Nani has
sir.
danced there. Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, yes, sir. How are you?
Fine. Very busy.
I'm still at zero, sir.
You are still zero, na?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm still at zero. There's no power connection. Still, you are hearing my generator sound.
Okay.
I'm in generator. Yeah.
There will be a flight from Dibrugarh to zero.
Yeah.
Within 15 days or something.
Yes. Already the flight service started.
Oi.
Already started. Very shortly, there'll be flight connection from Dibrugarh to zero.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for that. I'll be going there.
Yeah,
To the
yeah.
Kiwi wine I'll go and have.
Ha.
I'll be
Now, the
definitely
first test flight, they have gone to Teju and Pasigat.
Pasigat day one, na? Okay.
Yeah.
Already 17 seater is a small Indian flight. Donier 228. Anyway, and how's everything? You have some problem, I heard. I'll talk to you later because I was really busy these days. On 11 again, so many things. Right? Yeah. Hello. Yeah.
Denny,
Hi, sir.
the backdrop you are using now, it's looking so bright when he's just there, it seems actually. No, he's just waiting to see. It's looking like that actually.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
এটা আমি ফ্লায়ারত ইউজ কৰিছিলো যে
বুজি পাইছো. It's looking like that only, na? He is just looking at. Really unbelievable.
Okay.
কেতিয়াটো মানে আমি ভাবিব নোৱাৰো যে কেতিয়া নাই বুলি মানে কিয়কি আমি
Ketu,
ইন্টাৰেক্টৰ টাইমৰ পৰা কেতিয়াৰ লগত কাম কৰি আহিছো না
Exactly.
Danny, how are you? I hope you still remember me.
Yes, Pratida. How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, I haven't met you for a long time.
Yeah, that's true. I think last time we met was during Setu Bandhan in Agartala.
Yes. And you had come to Tejpur also, you had met then also, yes.
Let us have another Setu Bandhan.
Yeah, we should.
Pradeep?
No end of Setu Bandhan.
Chalo, आप order करो. You are the DG.
Wow. You start there. Yeah.
This time we want on the other side.
Other side, exactly.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Samir bolo.
Danny,
Yes, bolo.
Danny, can you hear me?
Yes, Saminda, we can hear you. We can hear you, Saminda.
Danny, can you hear me?
Saminda, maybe your sound is not coming well. We can hear you, Saminda.
Yeah, Samir, we can hear you.
Yes.
তুমি এমন করে বসেছো না কীর্তিদার ছবিটা আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি না তুমি একটু অ্যাঙ্গেলটা চেঞ্জ করো কীর্তিদার ছবিটা ঢাকা পড়ে যাচ্ছে
না এটা তো এমনি আমার ব্যাকড্রপ হয়ে যাচ্ছে না এই জন্য
ওটা ব্যাকড্রপ দাদা
কিন্তু আমরা ছবিটা দেখতে পাচ্ছি না কীর্তিদার ছবিটা একদমই দেখতে পাচ্ছি না
এখন দেখেন
এখন ঠিক আছে
now it's okay but I have to always come behind me
now it's okay
that is a problem.
now it's all right
Yeah, I think it's 8 p.m. now. We can start.
Yes. I think we can.
8 ho gaya? No, it is not stay 8. I think.
Actually, Mohanda, Manas had joined a little bit earlier from Buffalo, and
I know.
He had spoken for a few minutes. So, মই হেতু recording কৰি থৈছো. So, once we upload to the YouTube, হেতু একেলগে upload কৰি দিম.
Okay, do that. Okay, thank you. Because I was supposed to join in at 8. Na, you told me that. PDG told it will start at 8.
Right.
Anyway, should we start now?
Yes, I think we can start. We already have around So 47 years.
Huh? 47? No?
Yes.
47, let us start now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good evening, everybody. All my Rotarian friends from 3240 and the guests from the Bangladesh. We are assembled here today on the Zoom to pay our respect to our own district advisor, past district governor, Kirti Ranjandi. Friends, last couple of months, I had very, very bad days, exactly. Started with my own idol and Rotary, past district governor, S.C. Jain, we lost on the 18th February. Me and Kritida, we went there, both from the, representing RC Tinsukia as a Council of Governors also. And after that, we came, I was in a Guwahati on 10th, attending a official visit in a Rotary Club, Elite. Suddenly, I got the news from the district secretary general that Kritida is moved. It's a bolt from the blue for me, because I was on task with him quite a few days with his family and everybody. And I was a bit worried about him, because he was really suffering, really suffering over last few days. We are supposed to go to AGTS and PAS in Gangtok on 3rd. We are supposed to go to Siliguri, then to Gangtok, and to participate in what a marvelous. He had the tickets and everything. Suddenly he got a pain and he said that, Mohan, I cannot go. You take care. So this is the last time I heard God. And after that, I really feel today my really heart is filled, because I know one person in the Rotary who has brought me to Rotary, who has inducted me to Rotary, who has made me to stand in a Rotary and made it teach me about the Rotary, what is there. And every time he is behind me like a shadow. Anything, whenever I get some problem, he is the one, the so kind-hearted, so die-hard Rotary. There will be very few in the days to come. Anybody say Kirti means he has kept his Kirti. In Ohomiyat, jitu kotha ase, the Kirti, kaloloi Kirti rakhigol. Mane, for the days to come, he has kept his life. He is the whatever deed he has done. With that good deeds he has kept for the days to come. And he will be one of the probably idol for most of the Rotarians. A man who always thinks positive, does positive, and he never says they do not do this one. He always encourages us. And that type of man, when we have lost, exactly, I was at a loss and I came, I'm lucky that when I came on 11th, I could reach and pay last tribute to him in my Rotary Community Center with my all Rotarians that day from the RC Tinsukia. And I thank all the Rotarians, my RC Tinsukia, especially Dibrugarh, and then the Dubliajan, then the Digboy, and all other, especially say Naharkate, all clubs, they come and join. And what the message, image he had with all Rotarians is really amazing. And we have lost a person, and I really pay respect to him, because I have so many good experiences. I mean, memories with him, because we travel a lot together. Kirida and me, always we travel to the all district meetings, clubs and everything. And I still remember how he is, committed to his works. We came from RC Margarita once at a dead end, about 1:30. Suddenly there was a patient came for the hospital, he had to operate. Then he has directed and he has straight away gone to the OT. The commitment will never see anybody in a life. Whenever we say, Kitida, where are you? I am in a OT, I am in somewhere, I'm in a Rotary. And Rotary, for always, his doors were open. And we can go anytime in 24 hours to get his blessings, advice. And I really miss one person, that is Kitida, and who has kept, we say that you can, the life he can made, and he has the memories we cherish for a long time, days to come. I now request her IPDG Shobhasis to say about our leader, Kitida. Shobhasis, please.
Governor, would you just excuse me to come a little later because I'm in some different activities. I'll come later.
Anything, Shobhasis? Yeah.
I said just please excuse me to come a little later because I'm occupied in some other activities. I'll just come back.
No problem.
Somebody can carry on.
Devasys is there.
Devasys, yeah, okay. I haven't seen who are there exactly. Yes. Devasys, may I request you to say something about the Kitida?
Thank you.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Governor Mohan. It's extremely difficult for all of us in the district and in Rotary India, all across the world also, to believe that our dear Kitida is no more with us. Like our interactions with him, which were so frequent, like anytime you call him up for any sort of an advice, Kitida would always be there. And it's very difficult to really till date to believe that he is no longer with us. I'm sure it's the feeling of each and every Rotarian of our district.
Yes,
the messages which we received on his demise definitely talks about the person who he was. Friends, now coming to Tinsukia would be something like which we will definitely will not longer be the same. Like when you visit Tinsukia, you know that Kitida is there, his house is there, and he would definitely make it a point that you stay in his house. He would see that the food is being served properly. He would supervise everything. In the middle of supervising also, he would attend to his duties in the hospital. That sort of a commitment which we will never get from any other person, I'm sure, in this district 3240. When people talk about the 3240 Foundation, we should not dwell with this 3240 Foundation today, but the main architect of 3240 Foundation is only Kitida only. In the coffee table book, I had placed it, architect of 3240 Foundation, Rotarian Kirti Ranjan De. Whenever we visited Tinsukia, he made it a point either to receive at the airport and Dibrugarh or from the hotel itself. Such a mighty, such a humble person. The commitment which he showed during the district conference this year, no one expected that Kitida would leave us so early. I'm sure many of you all have fond memories of Kitida. But when Manoj told me at around 7 o'clock in the evening that the meeting would be held at around 8 o'clock, and if I could speak something, I would just like to just mention about few lines. This is from a poem where the author is unknown. But I believe this is for Kitida today in this memoriam meeting. As I said, the author is unknown. And the poem goes like this: God's Garden. Friends, allow me to read these few lines. God saw him getting tired when a cure was not to be. because he was suffering quite a lot, as Mohan mentioned. He clasped his hand around him and whispered, "Come to me." He knew that he was suffering. He knew that he was in pain. He knew that he would never get well on this earth again. God was watching from above and knew he had his share. He gently closed his weary eyes and took him in his care. The golden gates stand open. He knew he needed rest. God's garden must be beautiful. He always takes the best. Kirtidan, you were one of the best. So God knew that you were the best, so he wanted to take you. At peace in God's beautiful garden, away from sorrow and pain, someday, when life's journey has ended, we all will be together again. Rest in peace, Kirtida, till we meet again someday, somewhere. Thank you. My heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family, and may this noble soul rest in eternal peace. All remember the smile of Kirtida throughout this district and throughout India. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Devasis. Your words really, we cannot express exactly what we felt about the Kirtida today. Now I have seen J.K. Somani, are you there? PDG, J. Kanishn Jugal Kishore Somani. He is one of the senior most past district governor. Is he there? Denny?
Yes, he's here.
Can you see me?
Yes,
Can
he's here.
I request Somani?
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah. Good evening, Somani ji.
Yeah.
Please.
You're muted, Sumaniji. Could you? Your sound is not coming.
Somani ji, you are muted.
Please unmute. Sumaniji, please unmute.
Hello.
Yeah.
Is it okay now?
Yeah.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Audible now.
বাহ, তুমি শিখে গেছো কোনটা ফ্যান?
Yes,
There's
Sumaniji, we can
hardly
hear
any
you now.
Rotarian. Am I audible now?
Yes.
Yes, audible.
Yes.
Okay, so I continue. In District 3240, there will be hardly any Rotarian who has not come in some way or the other in contact with Kirti. And I was one of those privileged guys, having been much in close contact with each other and used to meet very often. Whenever there was some international event, he used to be a regular feature, whether it was in Calcutta or outside. He used to be such a wonderful host. I remember having stayed in his Calcutta flat also a couple of times. And he was a very wonderful host with the choicest whiskey. He will not let you feel that you are not welcome. He would be so much well supported by so many companies. Many of our foreign tours in connection with Rotary have been together with him. And if he had not been there, in those tours we would not have enjoyed. He knew what is available where, what items to be seen, what items to be enjoyed. Mohan is a witness to that. Mohan, remember our Thailand?
Yeah.
Ultima.
Yeah.
Was very dear to him. There's so many Rotarians who became Paul Harris Fellows only because of Kirti.
Yes.
And there are so many who became friends of the foundation. This man who is in inimitable manner and in a very simplistic style would persuade, cajole you, and you will not be able to say no to him. I had also the privilege of staying at his home when I was on my official visit to Tinsukia. But who will take care to see to it that I get his car to be able to go to other clubs also, not only in Assam, but beyond, in Mizoram too. And he had such a wonderful driver also, I'm forgetting his name. But then everyone in the family was so attached to each other, petition of that kind of person again in future. Very difficult, very difficult.
Yes.
So not only we mourn his death, we mourn the irreparable loss. I don't know why God was in such hurry to call him, because a couple of days ago, after death of Subinita, every time you talk with him, he will be full of energy and enthusiasm. Kaise hai Somani ji? Kaise hai? And we joined Rotary around the same time. He joined in 1974 and I joined in 1975. But then one thing that we shared was our anniversary, wedding anniversary. That happened on, was on 15th February. He used to remember me and I used to remember him. So friends, this is a fact that whoever has come to this world, to this earth, has to go sooner or later. We are all in the queue. We are all seniors, one after the other. I don't know whose time comes when, but then we are all like ripe mangoes. Kab kaun sa girega aagaaz se, wo kisi ko pata. So much like Kirti that I don't have the words to express that. But as long as we live, Kirti's fame, Kirti's reputation will remain unfazed. Fellow Rotarians, I pay my heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family and share the agony and the pain with my fellow Rotarians. Kirti, we shall miss you, and we are continuing to miss you. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Jugalji, for sharing your views and experience. We cannot exactly say what the irreparable loss we had as a person at call Kitida. So may I now request our past district governor Salilda is there, Denny?
Yes, Salilda is here. Salilda is here. Dr. Anand Datta is also here.
Yeah, I have asked him. I have requested him. Salilda, will you share something about Kitida? Salilda?
Yes. I remember meeting Kitty in the year 1989 conference in Calcutta. That was the conference of at that time PDG said. He came with Subinita. We had a chat, but not much I knew about him or his profession in Tinsukia. But after that, when we had the division of the district, in 1990. Then again, he came to Siliguri because he actually at that time felt that he will like to serve the district as a first governor. But eventually he realized that in the end, he told me that I made a big mistake in putting my name there at that time. And he, after that, he became a true Rotarian and started building up the club and also looking after the clubs around his area. And we used to meet because at that time, our district was very small. We were very close friends and close ties amongst the Rotarians was there because we had only 32 clubs and 900 members. So when we used to meet for any meeting or seminar or assembly, because the first of the district was held after that, we had a conference in Siliguri. And that time I met you very much that came and we had a good relationship built up at that time. And after few years, he used to be my guest in my house. We used to always enjoy his fellowship, friendship, and the way he used to get the energy and to do things, it's surprising. And he had such a big heart. Every time he is doing something for the district or for any Rotarians, if he can help. So I had so many fond memories. There's no point of describing those, but only one I say about once it happened in Tinsukia club, they had some problem and he was very upset and he wanted to resign from the Rotary. He came to Siliguri at that time for some meeting. So we sat down in our house and we had a long chat and said it is not the right thing to do to resign because you must see to that things will get better. These things will come up and so don't resign. So he accepted that and then he continued and made the Tinsukia club strong and other Rotary in Tinsukia area is also becoming stronger because of his action and is always trying to do something good for the district. And then another thing I am always happy about it, that initially when we were the governor, we felt after the end of the year, if we had some surplus money, like the Rotary Foundation was built on the surplus money of a convention with 29 rupees, $29 or $27, something like that, very small amount. So we felt that if we, the serving governor, end of that his year, if he has got some surplus money, with that we can build up a district foundation system. And that was the reason why he, Ramesh, and myself all put our head together and to have the Rotary Foundation. But it is his brainchild. And he was so much involved with that one. We used to work whatever is necessary to help in the foundation and to carry on the work of the foundation. But it is his brainchild and he used to find out ways and means how to raise funds, because that is the main thing about any foundation, that you must raise funds. And he was known as somebody said, because Kitty was known as Kitty Day, So he used to be known as they, all the time asking some money. But it was for some good, but not for himself. So these are a few things which remember, but there are so many other things. I also be his guest in his house when we went to Tinsukia. But I remember his conference in Tinsukia. He was so, he tells that thing, a story for in his conference, there were 18 Americans came to visit because some reason other, there's a Council of Legislation in Delhi. So RI wanted to send all the big Rotarians with their wife. But if you come in Council of Legislation, you don't get the fare for your wife. But if you come for an assignment in the conference, then you are allowed to bring your wife and RI paid for it. So that is one of the reasons. And the GSC team was there, and also my GSC connection, Jim Freeman, who was also there. So with that, we had 18 people. And we were put up in a hotel, which hotels know how to serve food with sort of English dinner. So we had to train them and manage the show. Those 3 days we had a time, but it went very well. And he appreciated our effort to make it successful. With a very sad heart, I would say, let his soul rest in peace. And I'm sure his 2 sons, they are all now well established, so they will be able to manage all his dreams he had to its successful end. With this, I want to say, let him rest in peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Salil. You really, this time also, when we have the district conference on 7th, 8th, and 9th January, he was the man behind there, taking every care of us, how to go in the conference, everything. And when I visited your house at Kitida, what a lovely time I had. And really, we have missed Pal. We have missed my guide, exactly my district advisor. He is my personal. And thank you for sharing your experience with Kitida. Now, may I request our past district governor, Dr. N. Dr. Is he there? Dr. Da, are you there? Not in the N. Dr. Da, PDG?
Yeah, he's here. He's here.
Yeah. Dr. Da, your time, please. Yeah. Nara, unmute korok.
Mute. Is mic?
It's okay now?
Yes, Nara, okay.
It is okay now?
Yeah. Okay, Nara, okay. We can hear you.
Okay, then actually I remember 2 very important things about him. There are so many things, hundreds or thousands. Then when he was then he was in Guwahati, and he said that I have got my birthday today. I said, okay, don't worry, we shall speak about it. We had called all the my house, and last time when I had the 50th anniversary of our marriage, and he came. I thought he will not come. He was not feeling very well, but he was there, very much there. And I think all those who had come here, we met him. So
Yeah.
Kirti was such a person, always enthusiastic, always very eager to come and help and talk and be friend. So Kirti, I must say that death is very cruel, but it is real. Kirti was, I met him that day, and suddenly he disappeared from amongst us. So I think Kirti, everybody can tell so much about him, but District Foundation, it was Kirti's brainchild, and they suggest or propose that each District Foundation should be named after Kirti also, or Kirti should take his name somewhere there in the District Foundation. I shall always miss him, but well, death is, as I have told you, very cruel, but it's very real. So with these few words, I pray to God that Kirti, wherever he is there, he is kept in very good humor and good company of Rotarians or other friends. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Narendra. Really, we had, at that time I went to your 50th anniversary there in your place, Shunapur. It is because Kitedar Mohan, if you are going, then I also go. Otherwise, I am not allowed. Always we travel together. He was, because after losing the Subinta Bodina, he said, you have to be there, then I'll go. Otherwise, my family will not allow. I had a very good time with him all the time, wherever I go. Thank you, Dr. Da. And next, may I request our Prabhatji, because the man who is taking over as a chairman 3240 Foundation, can I hear something about Prabhatji? Please, Prabhatji, because
thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Governor.
Yeah.
Friends, as you have already heard from Somaniji, that Kirtida joined Rotary in 1974, and I joined Rotary in 1981. And naturally, for the last 40 years, I have been witnessing his dedication, his involvement in Rotary, his hyperactive nature. I don't know any district function until he was just till 5 years back. No district function probably he would have missed.
Yeah.
Because his nature, and such was his dedication towards Rotary, and of course his flamboyance. Wherever he went, he was such humorous talks he gave that he was so popular amongst all the Rotarians of District 3240, whether it is Northeast or whether it is West Bengal. And of course, his large-heartedness, friends, everybody knows how large-hearted he was. I understand from a Rotarian who had just shifted to Guwahati from Tinsukia that the IMA Rotary Blood Bank, which was established in Tinsukia, that time he donated the money for the tiles because there was no funds in IMA. And that was around a couple of lakhs of rupees. And afterward, since there was no good income in the blood bank, so he wrote off that dues, 1.5 or 2 lakhs, whatever he had donated for the tiles. And similar are the stories in Rotary many times. I do not remember any time, any magazine, any souvenir, any event where Kirtida has been requested, he has been approached for funds or for his contribution, and he has refused. I do not remember any. And his patients, friends, of course. I have heard so many stories about his large-heartedness toward his patients who came to his nursing home. He was so popular there. Any middle-class family, lower middle-class family, who went to the hospital for a operation or for a treatment, no questions asked. First treatment was done, and then whether the patient can contribute or can pay the bill or not, that was secondary always. District Foundation, I am by default. I am today the chairman of the District Foundation. But friends, you know, it is his creation, and he would, I think after Ramesh Da passed away, Kirtida should have been the lifelong chairman of the foundation, of our District 3240 Foundation. Today, I do not know. I missed him a lot. I spoke to him just 3 days before he was Dibrugarh. And I think besides his son Kaushik, I was the last Rotarian to whom he has spoken to. Because I rang him the day before and he was so ill, so sick that time that he could not speak. Next day, he telephoned me himself and spoke for a few minutes. I don't know how Rotary Foundation, how I will run the activities of the district foundation without Kirtida. I miss him a lot, friends. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prabhatji. Really, it's the person who has created the Rotary Foundation, 3240 Foundation, and who has created a DG in a district and the name of Dr. MS Kaur. I don't know exactly how we can adapt it to him. I'm really indebted. We will take his all good things to the days to come. I definitely promise everything he was there. His idol, definitely we will have to keep him in a long days to here. Definitely. Thank you, Prabhatji. Now may I ask PDG Sapan Sodari, is he there? Sapanda, are you there? Sapanda, are you there? Yeah, please.
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
Sapanda has joined. Sapanda, please, your video is not there.
Listen. Danny.
Sapanda, your video is not.
Sapanda, here, your time, please.
डैनी बाकी सबको म्यूट करो ना।
There must be some connection problem. Sapanda, are you there?
I think so, because only you and Sapanda is unmuted. So
Yeah.
but I don't know.
We'll log into later and we'll talk to. Let us hear from somebody from Bangladesh. Pradeep is there. Pradeep Datta. Pradeep, are you there? Pradeep, are you there? Pradeep Datta.
Yeah, Pradeep is here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Governor. Well,
Yeah.
it gives me a great pain to speak about such a person who was like a big brother to me. Everything has to be born. Everyone has to go one day or the other. But to me, though he has lived a full-fledged life, but to me, his departure was premature because I needed to learn a lot more from him. All of you have been with him for many years. Somebody has said that they have been 40 years together. Somebody were 30 years together, but I only got him for 10 years. It was just a chance meeting in Tejpur with my wife. I was in Tejpur traveling to Arunachal, and there we had, we had to, not had to, we were invited to a marriage ceremony where we hopped into Kirtida and Prabhat Kediaji. Prabhat ji may not remember me, but Kirtida remembered me very well. And after 5 years, when he came to Chittagong, my place, he remembered me very well that we met in Tejpur. And when he saw my wife limping, she had knee problems. He took all the charge of my wife. We were thinking of where to get her operated upon in Singapore, in Vellore, in Bangkok, or wherever. He said, nothing doing, don't worry, leave all the worries to me, I will arrange everything. And he has arranged my wife's both the knees operation together in Bangalore, where he had his operation, and his son, his younger son Krishnanu, was the assistant to the surgeon. And that's how he played the role of a big brother. And after that, he has stayed with me in my house for a couple of occasions, and he has hosted me in his place also. But the most thing I miss in him is Rotary teachings. He was a great teacher in Rotary, and every time we met, he had something to give to me. Well, deaths, a leader, I don't know everybody likes him or not. Leader Mao Zedong had a very famous quote: some deaths are like feather and some deaths are like Himalayan mountain. So I consider Kirtida's death is like Himalayan mountain. A death like a feather is you do nothing, you just live your life and leave the world. And when you do something for the people and for the world, your death is heavy and it's like Himalayan mountain. So Kirtida's death is like Himalayan mountain. Well,
definitely, whatever you say is very true about Kirtida. There is a saying also, what we make a living by what we get. And we make a life by what we give. That is the true embodiment of Kirtida. He has given to the society in enormous way. Be it Bongo Saito, be it IMA, be it Rotary, be it Assam Saito, whatever you say, he is there, Kirtida is there everywhere. So we really thank you. Anybody from Bangladesh, because this is a month of Ramzan.
Governor, give me one more minute. All of you were talking about his contribution to 3240, but he is very, very well known in our district as well. And he has left many very good friends in Bangladesh, and he will be missed by all of us. And he was a great lover of Bengali language, and he has attended some Bengali language conferences in Bangladesh as well. And with this, I condole his death and offer my condolences to his family, to all of you. Thank you very much. Good night.
Pradeep, can you do me a favor? Any DG or past district governor who is there in the Zoom now from Bangladesh, can you speak?
Awal is there.
Awal is there.
PDG Awal is there.
Yeah. Please, Awalji, please, can you say something?
Sick, I don't know. Yeah, he may utter a few words. He is little sick. He will not be able to talk much, but you can ask Awal to talk a little.
Please, Awalji, can you speak something about the Kirtida, your experience? Awalji, are you there?
Awal bhai, apni chilen to duyek kotha bolen. Apnar deshi log to Noakhali.
I may not be able to speak.
You say that he is Noakhali. You are also Noakhali.
Yes, he has got some problem in the voice probably. Can I have now, I mean, one of the most youngest president, youngest infant club, Rajan Nani, you like to share something with Kirtida? Rajan, President Rajan. Yes. Yeah. You are not audible, sir. Unmute. Rajan, you have to unmute yourself. Unmute.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Am I audible now?
Yeah, now audible. Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving me opportunity. Sir, we are really very, very sad to know that Kirtida is no more. And moreover, we are very unfortunate that we could not have Kirtida for some more time. And I had the opportunity to meet him only twice. During I met him was during the Charter Day when he came along with you, President Sir, and Mr. Pani. And there also, he was really very, very, you know,
ठीक है अभी बोलते एक एक
he
करके
was like,
to Lise also okay ठीक है एक एक के बोल रहे
is it clear? Is it audible? Is it audible?
Yes, yes, yes.
yes
You're audible.
So he was really very encouraging one. And during the charter ceremony also, many of my members, they got encouraged of his the experience that he has narrated about his going to Tripura or somewhere. So again, I met him was in
district conference
and in the district conference, Mahabahu, where I think the other Rotarians, they have seen him or not. But one day, while going for a breakfast with my coupon, I saw him, he was sitting there collecting the coupons.
yes
So, so I asked, Are Kirisara, you are collecting the coupon. He said, this is the, you know, how we do. This is the Rotarians, how we should do it. So during such a short moment, I got to learn many things from him, which I cannot express here now. So I, on behalf of my entire Sunrise Arunachal Rotary team, would like to extend our heartfelt condolences to the bereaved family of late Kirtida. And we pray for his peace in heaven. And we hope to get blessing from the heaven all the time to come. Thank you very much for giving me
thank you Radhan thank you Radhan so can I
Dada Ashokda is waiting.
Ashok is there Sapan is there Sapan Sudir is there PDG
Sapan the connect we're not able to connect with him.
Connection problem is there. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I request PDG Ashok Agarwalji, please share your experience, feelings.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mohan.
Yeah.
There is a saying in Sanskrit, Kirti Jasa Sa Jivati. That means those people who does real work for the community, they live forever. Kirtida has been a prime example of that. He lived his name. He lived his name through his work and activities, and he will live forever.
Yes.
He was the arch plum of our district. He started a small fledgling in 2007 or 8, I think, and that is going to grow into a big tree in days to come. And then we shall remember, or the future generation will remember, what a big contribution he has made to the district.
Yes, yes.
He was you know, generous, jovial, friendly, humble. He was all of that. Service above self, we all speak about, but he lived that service above self. He was the epitome, epitome of service above self. I mean, Narendra was speaking about the birthday. I remember during the directors conference institute in Bangkok. Kirtida had gone, I had gone, and the birthday fell on that day. So we, you know, I picked up a cake for him, and he celebrated that birthday in a grand way.
Oh, wow.
Kirtida would always carry his kettle and some tea leaves with him all the time, wherever he would go. And in the morning, the first thing he would do is start distributing that tea to everyone around. I mean, he was such a great person that I just cannot describe him in mere words. It's been a great loss, but then I knew it was coming. It was not a big surprise to me. When last time he fell sick and he had to be shifted to Bangalore, I talked with him and got to know the disease. And then I told Kirtida that, Kirtida, have you made your will? Well, no, I haven't. I said, Kirtida, your time is running out. Don't wait for tomorrow, make the will today. And when I met last time in Tinsukia, the first thing after seeing me said that, Ashok, I have made the will as you had suggested me. I said, great thing, because that will solve many problems which might occur in future. And then all on a sudden, he was just like a lamp before it goes extinguished. It brightens up. He was for a few months absolutely fantastic. In your conference, the way he served the people, unbelievable. No one would imagine that he was so sick a few months back, but he was doing excellent. And I could see that now the lamp is so bright that probably the days are very near now. And all on a sudden, I hear that he has become very sick. And in no time, he just left. But he never left. He would never leave us. As Ars Clamp is living in the Rotary Foundation and in the history of Rotary, even today, we remember him every day. Similarly, Kirtida is going to be remembered every day. We shall never lose him, never lose him. Thank you very much, Mohan. Thank you for
Thank you, Asuda. Exactly. Every word is true to him. He is the epitome of the service and the society. Thank you, Asuda. And may I now request DG and Nilesh, are you there? DG and Nilesh Agarwal is there?
IPDG is also here.
Yeah, IPDG is also Alaksam. He was. IPDG, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here.
Yeah, please.
Should I, Governor?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Governor, for arranging this in memoriam meeting for, I must say, the legendary leader of District 3240, we beloved Kirtida. Friends, when it comes to Kirtida, to say something, as my previous speakers has already mentioned, there are so many experiences, so many stories, so many moments that we had with Kirtida. Probably a single meeting would not be sufficient. However, in a nutshell, I must say that Kirti Ranjan De perhaps is the synonym of service above self. Many of us said that Kirti Ranjan De always means they give the money for the foundation. But in the contrary, I think also he was Kirti Ranjan Le, because for any good cause, for any purpose of Rotary events, he was the one who came first and contribute the money. So he not only taken money for the Rotary Foundation, but also generously he has given. My connection with Kirtida probably in the year 1996, if I'm not wrong. I was a Rotractor and Kirtida was a governor-elect. And we met in a Rotrac conference in Gangtok at -1 degree temperature. I still remember in the month of December. And following year, when he was the serving governor, he came to Siliguri. I still remember he took me with me for his governor's visit to nearby couple of clubs. I had no clue about governor's visit, what visit all about and all that. But Kirtida has so reluctantly, so jovially, he taught many things without being knowing that he is teaching something. So that is the beauty of that gentleman. He has been an extremely good host, be it in his house, be it in Tinsukia, or be it in Rotary. I still remember Kirtida used to say one thing: anybody coming for Rotary business to Tinsukia is guest to me. and 3 days has a free accommodation at his house, because he used to lightly said that after 3 days, guest and fish both start smelling. Many occasions I stayed in Kirtida's old and new house both. He always felt you like something, that somebody is around you doing something for your comfort. I was surprised in some occasions. Kirtida was with me, gossiping, having fellowship at 11 o'clock or 11:30 night. And in next morning, 4:30, he was in the hospital for AOT. So I used to ask him, Kirtida, how you manage all these things? Kirtida was, as usual, his own style. He says, oh, everything possible. I remember in Tinsukia during last district conference, when somebody has already mentioned that Kirtida was collecting the food coupon and giving the plate away to him. Even he did for me also. When I asked Kirtida, what are you doing? Apni luki korchen. Then he said, see, the Rotary program is happening in Tinsukia. I do not know who is the governor, be it Mohan, be it somebody else. Any Rotary program happens in Tinsukia, I am the host. And I have to take care of you people. So the magnitude of hospitality host that this gentleman had, I think it's uncomparable with anybody else. I know he has lived a life of some extent, have done many of Kirti's in his professional, in his Rotary, in his other organizations' life. But I must say, today is the time when we need to celebrate Dr. Kirti Ranjan De's life. He was a celebrity in Rotary through his deeds, through his work. And we should not only keep on saying what he has done. Also, we have to take care and carry forward his thought, carry forward his work, and take further the way he used to deal with Rotarians. Let us all come and celebrate Dr. Kirti Ranjan De's life. I would not say much because I know few speakers are still there. I convey my heartfelt condolence to Krishanu and Kaushik and their families. In this grief hour, I know it's a very difficult time. I do not know how we are so connected, so feeling so bad losing Kirtida. Just imagine what happened to his two sons. Because whatever I have seen with Kishanu and Kaushik, Kirtida was lesser a dad, more a friend. And I'm sure they are also having this tragic moment, and I convey my condolence and full prayer to his family so that Kirtida may live in eternal peace. The only regret I have in my life, and probably that would not be possible to make it up, because in Rotary District 3240, we have still now 32 district conference happened. Fortunately, I had attended all 31 conferences. I only missed one, and that was the Tinsukia conference in 1998. I missed this Kirtida's conference. I wonder, being a serving governor, what a host he was there. Nevertheless, Kirtida, I have learned many things from you. You may not be with us physically, but yes, your presence in our life, in our heart, always till we are in Rotary. Rotary District Foundation was his baby. Trust me, in this last January, when he was celebrating 25 years of Rotary District 3240 Foundation, he was talking to me in many occasions before for the preparation of the program. And sometimes I found he was like a child, because he was having so much of happy because this small seed that was planted in 1997 had grown up in such a magnitude, and he
Thank
was
you. Yes, definitely.
a happy person. Before I end, let me allow to chant just lines from Sanskrit, and I would pay my homage to these 2 lines. It says, Om Trambakam Yamani Sugandhim Pushpati Vardhanam Urvaki Vanam Vandakayam Mrityo Moksham Manmatiram. It means the soul of Dr. Kirtiranjan Dev is leaving slowly from this material art and having a easy way out to rest in eternal peace forever and ever. Kirtida, my pranam to you. Wherever you are, guide us, help us, stand beside us, and give us the good thought, good way to take your wisdom further. Thank you so much. Om Shanti.
Thank you, IPDG. Probably, definitely, whatever he has taught us, we'll have to take with the users also. Now, may I request Nilesh, DG, are you there? Nilesh? Nilesh Agarwal is there.
Yeah, I am here, sir.
Yeah, please.
I condole the sad and untimely demise of a legend of Rotary 3240, Kirtida. I know him since my Rotary days. We had a conference in Tejpur and he came to visit our conference. He was the guest here. And the support he lended to the conference committee, we still remember. At all times he used to say, Nilesh, do your best, I am with you. I was DRR in the year 97, 98 when he was district governor. And he has given me all the support. The art of giving, I have learned the art of giving from him. I was not knowing what PHF used to be there, what giving used to be there. But when I heard about Kirtida, every year he used to give funds to Rotary International for a good cause, I just thought, why this man is giving so much? And every year he used to give. And then I came to learn that he is giving with a good cause and a kind-hearted man. And from there, I started that art of giving. It may be 3240 Foundation. It may be Rotary Foundation. All our past speakers have echoed what I wanted to say. I won't take much time, but I was fortunate that I was able to meet him in this district conference at Tinsukia. And with the zeal and enthusiasm, he was working there as a team. I can't believe that in such a shortest of the time, he will leave us. But friend's soul never dies. He is with us always. And if we carry his good works, his good deeds in our heart, in our action, then only we can say that in real terms, we love Kirtida and we just love him from the core of our heart. So I feel that we all will continue the good works he has shown the path to us in the years and years to come. He was also known in other districts and he used to visit in all our seminars, conferences, whenever we used to call him, whenever we used to ask him for some sort of financial help, he was always there. I have stayed at his place. He was a very wonderful host. And always, anytime, he was a support. He was a man of good giving, good kindness. And I hope that I will follow his path and I will request you all to follow his path. Then only 3240 will give a real memoriam to him. I convey my heartfelt condolences to his family and pray to God to give strength to both the sons and his family to bear this loss, and hope in days to come we'll be able to see more of Kirtida's work coming up in form of all of us in our district 3240. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Nilesh, now may I request DGND Sukhminder Singh. Are you there, Sukhminder?
Yes.
They need Sukhminder is there?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Your time.
Audible.
Yes, audible, sir.
Friends, as we all know, birth is the beginning and death is the destination. When we arrive in this world, one thing is sure, that one day we have to leave this world. How we live in this world in between, that depends on us. I recall few lines from a book. It was written on leadership, that leaders are forever who leave a legacy. Leaders are those who start out their journey with great ideas and a deep sense of commitment. Genuine leaders think not only of today, but tomorrow and the day after.
Yes.
Every line of that book matched with Kirtida's life, who lived his life with honor. He had the ideas and the commitments which resulted as District 3240 Foundation. He lived the legacy. Now it's our turn, it's our responsibility to continue on his path and do something which will keep his memories alive forever. I do believe Kirtis are never erased or forgotten. Kirtis remains forever. My sympathy goes to Kaushik and Krishanu and his family. May God give them the courage and power to overcome. Satnam Vaheguru. Thank you.
Thank you, Sukhminder. Probably on behalf of the district, whole district, 3240 Uganda, Bangladesh also, we pay sincere condolences and sympathy to Kosik, Krisanu, Pahi, and Julie. With these words, thanks. Any Rotarians want to speak, because time we have crossed already. 1 hour.
Dada, I think. Dada, I think a few.
Make it 2 minutes, 2 minutes, Denny.
Yeah, Dada, I think a few words from either Kaushik or Krishanu would be nice to
Yeah,
anyone.
yeah, definitely better. Yeah, definitely. Kosik, are you there? Is there? Kosik?
Both are here. Kaushik and Krishanu is here.
Denny, अभी और कोई बोलना चाहता तो पहले वो लोग को बोलने दो ना, इन लोग लास्ट में बोल देगा.
हाँ, वो भी बोल रहा है ना, वही बोल रहा है ना. Anybody
Yes,
wants
yes.
to?
Anyone who want to share their views about the.
Robin Mazumdar is there. Please make it short by 2 minutes, because we are only finished the time. Robin Mazumdar, Robinda, are you there?
Am I audible now?
Yeah, audible.
Good evening, everybody. I am sorry I am a bit late because I was engaged in something else. Now, Kirtida, his name itself is something. It is a very rare name we find, but it is very apt. Now, everybody is speaking about Rotary and Kirtida, but without mentioning IMA Tinsukia and other organization in Tinsukia, any homage or any on Kirtida is incomplete, because I have known him since 1979, ever since I joined in my services Panitula, because we had all the meetings, all the gathering at Tinsukia. And when I joined IMA at Tinsukia, I met Kirtida. And not a single function of IMA at Tinsukia, our DG will agree, as there is possible without Kirtida. And he has got a lot of contribution to the IMA Tinsukia in its vibrancy, as well as coming to so much of prominence and full of activities. And regarding his role in Rotary, all has been said. There is nothing to add. And only thing I am amazed that I have yet to see a person with so much of innovative ideas, so much of strength, and so much of stamina and zeal. And he is the same sort, this lean and thin person, but his energy, mental energy, and the strength is unimaginable. And with all this, we will have, I don't think we'll have another Kirtida in our 3240 or in Tinsukia, but he has left his indelible impression in all spheres of life, at least in social life of Tinsukia, and that we will have to agree, and as well as 3240. I pay my respect to Kirtida. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ravinda. You shared every words true, because he is the man behind the IMA Tinsukia building, as well as a blood bank Tinsukia. He is the pioneer. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you very much. And anybody wants to speak? Denny?
Yeah, Harkishore here.
Yeah, Harkishore is here.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, on 10th April, I was in Aizawl. In the night when I saw the message, WhatsApp message, I saw Kitty uncle is no more. So I was silent for quite some time, because I met Kitty uncle in the conference, and in a short period of time, I could not believe that Kitty uncle will leave us. Actually, Kitty uncle knew me from the Rotaract time. In 2014-15, I met him in a pitch competition. He told me, you are from Hailakandi. Yes. So during my pitchship, I called him as a chief guest. He came, and throughout the day, he worked for Rotary. Even he planted a tree with his hand. So there is lots of fond memories. And in 2020, in the month of August, he called me, Arkishore, be ready, tight up your belt for the next year. The call I got from Kirti uncle. He was my mentor. He motivated me. He encouraged me and told me that young people should come in. So there were lots of good memories when I visited the assembly during my presidentship. When I came out from the train, I saw Kirti uncle standing in the exit gate. Oh, এসেছো, গাড়ি আছে ready, তুমি চলে যাও. So he was so much close to me. I feel that I never knew for a short period of time, but I had a linkage with him for a long time. So he is a father-like figure for me. I feel that I've lost a father, and really it will create some impact in myself, and I will miss him badly. And my deepest condolence to his family, and I pray to God that his soul rest in peace. We will miss him very badly. Thank you.
Thank you, Arkishore. Anybody else, Danny?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe yeah, Swarajda is there.
Yes.
Swarajda is there.
Yeah.
It was very much heartening to lose Kirtida. He was just like our father figure, Bhishma Pitamaha, as said by everybody. In Tinsukia, we miss him so much. Yeah. And not to talk of the whole Tinsukia, the whole of the Rotary district, and even beyond. Everybody has said so much. I still remember in each and every aspect of crisis, difficulty in managing some work in Rotary, he is always there. We have attended so many times the emergency meeting in his house. He was just saying, don't worry, just come, I'll am arranging everything, you be there. And really in this conference, everybody has seen, he has done so much work with full of responsibility. And in that day, in the second day, he has done a session called Memoriam. But God has taken him And I think in the next conference, this memoriam has to be done by someone else, and he will be heading the list. That's the very pity for all of us. Definitely from all the people of Tinsukia, they will remember him because he is a leadership. His leadership, in any way he comes out. He says, what is your problem? Suppose there is a function, people are not able to go out. He said, okay, I'll manage the car. Dulal is there, everybody is there. Those who have visited Tinsukia, they have seen. Such was his magnanimous capacity of doing and arranging the things. That is all from my side and from Rotary Club of Tinsukia, please.
Thank you, Swaraj. Anybody else?
Yeah, I would just like to end with a few words from my side. Yeah, I met Kirtida when I was a retractor, and he had come to Tejpur for a Interact conference. I remember that. I first met him when he was a district governor and visited Tejpur Rotary Club. I was a retractor then. But then for a Interact district conference, he has come to Tejpur. And we were supposed to welcome him early in the morning. The bus was supposed to reach somewhere around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And we were there in the bus station, as early like that around 4:30, but we couldn't find Kirtida anywhere. So when we came back to the tourist lodge, we found that Kirtida was already in the room. He was already in the room and he was sleeping. So later on, we asked him, how did you reach here? He said the bus came early. So he reached around 3 o'clock in the morning. He came to the tourist lodge. It was totally locked. So he climbed the gate, went to the room, found the person there and went to the room and was sleeping. So he was such a humble person. Throughout his life, we have always met him. He has always been a guide to all of us. And even in the conference, I had seen, as everyone has mentioned, he was there taking, coupons from all of us. And the last time I met him, he was standing there taking coupons, and I bought a chair and gave it to him. And I said, Kirtida, please sit down. It will be better for you. So that is the last I remember of him. My condolences to the family, and we will always miss him. In every event, we will always miss him.
Yeah. Definitely. Anybody else? Three participants raising hand. Yeah.
I like to say something about Kirtida.
Yeah. Please make it short.
Yes, of course. Kirtida, to me, Kirtida was the elder brother of 3240, and he was the guardian of our. I remember one incident. I went to Bangkok along with Kirtida and another team, where we stayed in Ivy's hotel. When we reached there, it was late night. And what Kirtida has done, he collected all the keys of the rooms and stayed in front of hotel and calling one by one and giving the key to everybody. We stand there, but he couldn't allow us to go home and take rest. Tomorrow in the morning, again you have to go to some place. And after doing all this job, after handing over all the keys, he left the place. And this is the guardianship, and this is the thing which Kirtida is doing. And really, it is amazing. We all of us came to this world and we have to go. But in between, how strong footsteps we are keeping in this world, that is counts. And I think there is no such energy or many things which can remove this footprint of Kirtida from this.
Yes, definitely.
And my pranam to Kirtida.
Thank you, Sansal. Anybody else? Denny?
No, I don't see anyone. If anyone wants to speak, they can
make it.
Raise their hand.
Family members ko we can call the Kosik or Kishan.
Yeah, now the Kosik and yeah. Please, Kosik, are you there? Or Kisano? Kosik is there or no?
Yeah, Kosik is here.
Yeah, Kosik. Both of you. Kosik, Kisano, both are here. Yeah.
Hi, thank you to all the Rotarians for this memorial meeting. Well, what I don't know what to say, but of course, we have not only lost our father, but also a friend. He was also my mentor, and he was also my boss. So, of course, I learned a lot of things from him, and he was pretty bad at certain things like money management, and I'm just like him. I'm also very bad at money management, so I really have to learn from you people how to manage money. And I somehow, after the COVID incident and after the first bout of leukemia, he just bounced back, and he bounced back in a big way. And we thought we had time, and we just thought that he'll bounce back this time also. But of course, fate had something else in plan, and so here we are, without a mentor, without a friend. But I'm lucky that I have a very extended family in Rotary, and of course, my father used to treat you as a Rotary family, like his own family. So I'm glad that I have a really large family all over the world. So thank you, Dr. Kumar sir, for creating this meeting for all of us, and may God bless everyone. And one thing I'd like to tell everyone regarding this whole incident has taught us that do not bargain with your health. This is a big thing that I learned. Do not take your health for granted, and do not bargain with your health. Stay healthy, stay fit, and take care of your family. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you. Kishan, would you like to say something? Kishan. Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah, Kishan, we are good.
Yeah, I sincerely thank everyone for arranging this meeting, and so thank you all for thinking about our father in such a wonderful way. My sincere thanks to everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Julian Pai voted there. Julian Pai voted there. Julian, because Kritida always, whenever we go out, come back from the airport, Julie likes the left to buy this one. This really, I feel Julie likes this, Julie like that every time. Not just the last time, you cannot imagine that how much of care Julie has taken to Kritida.
Just once again, she's in some other room, I guess.
Yeah, no problem. I don't know exactly. If he comes, then we can send anybody else. Danny wants anybody? Manoj?
No, I think Sapanda is still there. If he is available, we can just ask
Sapanda
him.
is there?
Otherwise, Sapanda, are you there?
I haven't seen him. He must have placed.
He's traveling. Sapanda told me that he's traveling. So
okay, no problem. Yeah. Anyway, we'll come to an end. If somebody from a family like Julie or Pai, they join them, allow them. Otherwise, we can wind up,
yeah, it's already around 9:20. So I think
it's already 9. 9. We approach the 9.
Yeah, definitely around 9:30 now. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, everybody. Kirtida's memory will linger in our heart for days to come. Whatever these things he has given to us, we'll have to cherish with that and carry his old work, good deeds. And I feel one thing always, I still see, after 2 months, I'll become the past district governor. We should never, ever interfere in the affairs of the clubs. And I have seen a person where he always comes to hand, never interferes with the day-to-day affairs of the clubs. Always thinks positive. So let us, friends, be positive, and let us take his lesson to the D is to far. Let us take his foundation to greater 3240 foundation. He's brain style, he in pan to greater heights. And with this, we like to conclude the meeting. Thank you very much. And let us pray all together. And 1 minute silence. 1 minute silence, everybody. Thank you very much. Now, Denny, Manoj, we can wind up the meeting probably. Denny, we can wind the meeting. Anybody is there to speak or something? We can finish.
No, I don't think so. But still, if someone wants to say something, they can always come.
Speak, I informally also can speak, no problem.
Yeah, because we can just keep it open for fellowship, and if someone wants to speak, they are free.
They're free. Okay. Official to conclude here, Denny.
My recording to, of course.